First thing and foremost, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Racha Kodash, Thawada Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Vaha Racha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles and the elder bishops and the elders at the Great Millstone, GMS, who rule well and who teach well. And of course, salutations to the hopeful elect. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, brief, straight to the point. So another lesson through the Spirit. Alright, I've screenshotted this article. Okay, I've screenshotted it. Yeah, okay. It's from express.co.uk. And it's a very, very recent article. Alright, updated on Friday the 15th of May 2026, just yesterday. Alright, today is 16th of May, Saturday the 16th of May 2026, the year of sellouts, agents and apostates. Alright, and Halifax announces new bank closure on June the 2nd. Alright, full list of 34 branches shut in for good. And we're going to see more and more of this take place. The banking company is closing yet more doors. Alright, as of course everything, going online, going digital. You got your banking apps, different banking apps and stuff like that. Virgin Money, of course, Halifax banking app. Alright, Santander, what have you, Monzo, alright, so on and so forth. Okay. See, all roads leads down to the MOTB. It's all going to be in that digital wallet along with your digital ID. Okay. Halifax has announced the closure of a branch in England next month. The Surrey Quays Shopping Centre branch will close on June the 2nd, becoming one of the 25 Halifax stores to close in June alone. Okay, so, more staff laid off as well. Okay. Of course, the older generation prefer the traditional way of, handling, their funds and, getting that sorted. Okay. And things of that nature. Alright. Halifax shared that the decision was based on footfall and changing customer habits, with the majority of people now choosing to bank online, therefore reducing the need for the Surrey Quays Shopping Centre branch. Alright. Transport links, broadband access, and the impact on vulnerable customers before confirming the closure are all issues the bank confirmed it had addressed before closure. Alright. And don't forget what they do as well is they come with all these laws and these directions that they want society to go in. Alright. And they make it seem as if if or not that the people decided that, when in actuality they're the ones that push for things to go digital and shun cash and going in store, in branch. Alright, but then they'll turn around and say, oh well, people are using online more now. Okay. Alright. And yeah, to an extent that is true, but they're obviously being forced, they're being forced to as well. It ain't rocket science. Okay. See, the pushing for that. Okay. So yeah, more bank branch closures are on the way. You see. So again, that's where they're pushing. All right. This comes amid a mass closure of 34 Halifax stores across May and June. Throughout this year and next, Halifax has earmarked 46 sites for closure. Customers are urged to check the status of their bank branch. Alright. So I put UK branch closures in Google. AI overview says UK bank branch closures are accelerating in 2026, with over 228 closures already scheduled following 433 in 2025. Major lenders like Santander, it's a Spanish bank, NatWest and Lloyds, including Halifax, Bank of Scotland, are driving these reductions due to increased digital banking. Yeah, which again, they push for that, and they do that deliberately. Okay, everything's all in gradualism as well. So then you ease you into it, going digital and convince people as well. All right, and having no choice in the matter. All right. Yeah, due to increased digital banking, leaving Nationwide as the largest branch network, pledging to keep branches open up until 2028. So key 2026 closures and trends. Santander announced 44 branch closures in January 2026, with the majority shutting by May. NatWest closed 35 locations in the first 4 months of 2026, with 38 more slated for the end of the year. It's a significant amount. Lloyds Banking Group scheduled 87 closures for Lloyds, 43 for Halifax and 28 for Bank of Scotland in 2026. The impact: over 6,000 branches closed between 2015 and 2024, raising concerns about banking deserts in rural areas. Yeah. Okay. Those days are gonna go where, hey, you could just walk to your local bank branch, okay, and sort out whatever things you need to sort out. All right. Okay. Especially in certain areas as well, rural areas. You have to go out more if the ones that are open. But again, it's all about having that banking app and things like that. Exceptions: Nationwide Building Society has pledged not to leave any town or city in which it is based until at least 2028, which is still not far away. We're nearly halfway through this year, so a year and a half. Alternatives to branches. Banks are increasingly replacing branches with banking hubs, shared spaces for multiple banks, Santander local staffing community centres, post office services for cash withdrawals and deposits. You can check specific closure lists on official bank websites. Yeah. All right. While that's happening, man, you've got a lot of things coming out. People'svoice.tv. Epstein files reveal Israel, open quote, assassinated, end quote, Michael Jackson to protect elite PDF file ring. Buried deep in the declassified Epstein files from the DOJ vault, evidence that the JJs masterminded Michael Jackson's 2009 assassination to protect their elite blackmail web. May or may not be true. Alright. Funny community, immigrant with no British visa elected as Green Party MSP. A funny person, Elamite immigrant who is not a British citizen, has been elected as a Green Party MSP. Wow. Dr. Burt's plots. The Crown 2.0 demands population-wide PCR testing for hantavirus. In a haunting return to the nightmare of 2020, Dr. Deborah Birx is once again demanding the public to submit to widespread PCR testing, this time aimed at hantavirus. Yeah, you know where we're heading with this. And where the hell did he get these people from anyway? This one wants to be... Oh, wow. Go back to that. This one is elected as a Green Party. Where the hell do these people come from? McDonald's smoothies contain pork skin. McDonald's smoothies contain gelatin, which is referred to as a glutinous material that is created by boiling animal bones. Alright. Now, of course, you can eat, a product with beef gelatin, because, it's beef, but that's why it's imperative to check your labels. And McDonald's, they eat, food labels, but McDonald's, man, there's human meat in there. It's just facts. Alright? No, not this one, man. I can't stand this guy. Dr. Fraudchi demands return of masks and social distancing to stop spread of hantavirus. From NIAID Director Dr. Anthony Fauci has called for the reinstatement of mask mandates and social distancing protocols amid rising concerns over antivirus outbreak linked to international travel. See? Reminds me of a scripture in 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8. So there's a lot going on, a lot to cover. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Now, is that the spiritual demon Satan? No, but his physical counterpart on earth. He's setting traps. All right, getting up to no good, of course. All right, sacrifices, all sorts, the secret meetings and councils. All the wickedness that we're getting up to. Okay, and more information is coming out about these devils, man, and what they're doing and planning. See? getting exposed. After nearly 3 million people signed petitions opposing digital ID plans and widespread backlash reportedly pushed the UK government to soften its stance earlier this year, King Charles has now announced in the King's Speech that digital identity legislation will still move forward under the government's new agenda. Yeah, again, it's prophecy. You know, no matter how many petitions to sign, okay, this is going to move forward. All right. Yes, Sweden implants micro C hips in thousands of people to replace IDs, credit cards, keys, and wallets. All right. There you have it, man. All right. But yeah, bank branches, man, closing. Salakia, let's pause this for a minute. Salakia. So Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and it reads, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." You see? So yeah, this is all part of the causation. Okay? Bank branches closing down. Let's go into the word causeth in the Greek.
Strong's G 4160. Poieo. Poieo.
Okay? To make, with the names of things made, to produce, construct, form, fashion, etc. To be the authors of, the cause, to make ready, to prepare. Here to produce, bear, shoot forth. To acquire, to provide a thing for oneself. To make a thing out of something. Constitute, appoint one anything, to appoint or ordain one. Declare one anything. Make one to do something, alright? Carry out, execute. You see? So they've, produced. They've constructed, they've formed, they've fashioned, they've prepared. All right. They carry out. All right. And prepared the way that want the way that they want people to go in and turn around. Salakia. They've basically produced and constructed and fashioned and prepared the way for people to Salakia. Yeah, they're basically saying, in a way that it's like they say, oh, well, people are, they're decreasing in cash, less and less people are visiting bank branches. Well, they set it up that way, all right? Okay. They're the ones that set it up that way. They create the dilemma, then come up with their so-called solution, all right? They're making it as if it's the public's choice, yeah? All right? When really, moves are being made for things to go digital. But they're saying, oh, people ain't, people are decreasing in using cash. All right, less and less are visiting bank branches. Well, you're the one closing the bank branches down. You're the one making things going digital. Okay, that's the way that these sly cocky devils work. You see? Yeah, and they stay moving digital. Ultimately, it's going to lead down to the road of the, the RFID micro C, which is the mark of the beast. Okay. Yeah, there you have it, man. So with that, I say shalom to the Lord's elect.